Greetings, it's Intuitive Jacob, and I'm back to do a What Do They Think About You spread. We're going to break these down by tribe, so there'll be 12 of these. Feel free to check your sun, moon, rising, or whatever planetary designations you're into tracking. We're going to be pulling 5 cards using the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, and it will be to answer these questions. 1, what your interested party is actually into. So it's like things they might be interested in. 2 is what they think of you physically. 3 is what they think about your personality. 4 is how they would feel about being on a date with you or in a close proximity where you're alone. And the 5th card is advice for what you can do to build on the attraction between the two of you. I hope you enjoy these. I'd love to hear what you think about this new style reading. And if you would want to also say thank you to those of you who support my channel. I really appreciate those of you who subscribe, thumbs up, and I absolutely love your comments. So drop me a comment below, let me know what you think, and hit me up at artoflove.me if you would like for me to do a private reading with just your personal information in it. Okay, we'll catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey, what's going on, Aries? How you doing? Back shuffling your cards, just getting ready to do your reading. I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about today. We actually have a Kazemi moon. It's the super black new moon in Leo going on right now. I had so many new moons and full moons in one cycle after a month where there were none, like in February, and that's how they come up with this black moon name, I guess, because there's 2 new moons in the month of July, and that's the phenomenon that we're under right now. Ooh. Hey Aries, is that you showing up there? Authority and spiritual union. Wow, okay, so that's like your card right there. That's like the Emperor, Major Arcana, and seeing the 2 of Cups version card in this deck. The spiritual union showing up, and yeah, so this is like your month. You've been waiting for something, some of you, and I'm hearing tired of waiting, huh? Let's see what's going on. I can just say some of that feeling might be kind of heavy-leaded right now because Mercury just went direct today, so it's like a jolt of energy kind of yanking us in forward direction where communications and things are going to improve over the next couple of weeks. But these surges sometimes can be a little bit weird and people can feel impacted. And we've got Venus square Uranus right now, which is like people needing excitement. You could be feeling like you just need things to change and like shake it up. And if you're feeling driven towards love, which a lot of people are, because the new moon is also conjunct Venus, where it's highlighting love life, money, creative projects, things that people want to do and express themselves in. We also have the new moon square Uranus, and so it's like shake-ups, excitement, and sometimes like tension, anxiety, and sometimes just unexpected things happening. So it could be a mixed bag. I'm just going to keep on shuffling here and then lay your cards down, Aries. Okay, Aries, let's see what we got here. This is what's facing us. All right, we've got the Patience and Planning card. That's a 7. right up there at the top. This picture of a couple of columns. Kind of like the Seven of Pentacles energy. That's what's facing us here today. And I'm just going to quickly flip through your 5 cards and we'll talk about them. The first card is what quality your love interest is actually attracted to. It doesn't necessarily have to be about you. It's just what they like in general. So we've got the 10 Destiny card showing up. It's a lot like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a major arcana. Okay. How does your love interest look at you physically? 6. Material and spiritual prosperity. It's kind of like the 6 of Pentacles energy. I like it. How does your love interest view your personality? 4. Foundation and achievements. 4th card. How would your love interest feel about being on a date with you or alone with you? We've got 4. Discontent and boredom. Interesting. And 5. This is the advice on how to be the most attractive to this person. 4. Firm foundation. So kind of mixed messages here, Aries. Maybe that's why you're here today. I don't know if you've been on a date recently with somebody or if this is somebody that you met in. They're just saying it was something that happened in April. You might have met them in passing. And I'm hearing it might have been a triangulated situation. They might have actually been involved with somebody else, but maybe not. And I'm hearing that that's what this patience and planning might be. So let's just see what's going on here. We'll talk about this a little bit more because what this person's actually interested in is completing a cycle is what I'm hearing. So destiny here, you know, the Wheel of Fortune and destiny, these things can go upside down and all the way around. And if you look, this person has been through many different phases. There's even phases on the bottom where it doesn't look like she has any color. You know, it's like she's been completely drained. And I'm just noticing like all this color coming in from the top here. And I'm hearing that this person, especially if they were with somebody else, if you might have been dating somebody that, I don't even know if you know that they had somebody else in their life, but I'm hearing they might have been in like a 7-year relationship, a 6 or a 7-year relationship with somebody, and that they might have been in the process of separating. That could be you too, but hearing a real strong indication that this is what's been on their mind. It's been the changing of cycles and the passing of time and things that take a long period of time to actually change. And also just being attracted to knowing that somebody is going to be there for the cycles with them. It's coming up really strong around this patience and planning energy. That's somebody that really needs to know that things are going to take the time and be grounded. So, yeah, they could have Earth in their chart. I'm hearing Taurus too, but if they have Earth in their chart, it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. How they actually view you physically, I love how they view you. This is a nice card. This 6 is kind of like the 6 of Pentacles that says material and spiritual prosperity. And so they're looking at you fondly, like you're very balanced, like you have your life together. And I find this to be a very attractive energy. This person's looking on their garden and it almost kind of looks like water wings in front of them there. And this is one of the more sensual types of energies. It's slow moving energy since it's Pentacles, but I like that I'm seeing that there for how they view you physically. They also look at you like you have some really good habits. This is like calling on some stuff with Neptune too. And like 6th house matters, I'm hearing. And something about your back too. I'm seeing a lot of emphasis on somebody's back here. And so, I don't know, maybe you like his back. That could be the case too. But I just keep seeing somebody like having an attractive torso. And so they definitely find you attractive. How they look at your personality for foundation and achievement. So I'm hearing for some of you all, you know, maybe you're the one that was married to Aries or had some people in your life, but they're looking at you like somebody that either has a home or that they could build a home with. This is fire energy too, this suit, and so it's wands energy. This is energy like yours, like Leo, Sag, Aries energy, and it's the kind of energy that's very creative and that could create enough burning in a person to put themselves fully into the establishment of things like their foundation and their achievements and how they would take care of their family. So it's like, unlike some of the other wands cards that can always talk about like creativity and things, this one's really more towards like the house and the roots. And so they're really seeing you like somebody that does that and that thinks in that way and that could be balanced to build a home with. This card is a little bit interesting to see in the middle, because this is actually the card that shows how they would think of being on a date with you. And it says discontent and boredom. And so I'm getting mixed messages here. I'm hearing for some of you, it's like this wallflower thing that they do. And I don't know if it's like, I'm hearing for some of them it's because they were in an abusive relationship, or they might actually be exiting one right now and just having really bad, like awkward social skills and like how they come across. But I'm hearing for some of you too, it's also like, this is more of like a cop-out card. And I'm hearing it's like knowing that they wouldn't go there with you yet for some reason. And so I'm hearing for some of you, it's because of the slow passage of time, especially if they're like changing their life, maybe leaving a marriage, or if you're in the process of that, and how long things take to plan and wait for, especially if you were in a house with somebody else, or if they had a marriage and like a mortgage and maybe kids and things. It's you know, somebody's showing up like they might have a married life here in these images. And so I'm hearing for some of you, especially if this person has like a lot of cups in their chart, like if they're have a lot of water, like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm hearing a lot of Pisces on this one. That if they're like a Pisces Aries mix, maybe, that it's like they kind of like party poop themselves a little bit. And I'm hearing it's like somebody turned their back on them. And I keep seeing like this back turn thing. And so they have something with the back and like having had their back turned on them. And I'm hearing that it's like the idea of being on a date with you, especially if they have all these like investments, these feelings of you're somebody that could build a home with, and you're very balanced and you're worth the effort, and they're going through all the cycles and thinking about being able to put time into something like this. It's kind of like they freak themselves out a little bit. And so it's like, oh, the idea of being on a date with you, it's like, oh no, you know, it just shuts them down a little bit is what I'm hearing. And so for some of you all, they might be depressive, and I'm hearing you might actually be dating somebody that's like a little bit agoraphobic too. I don't know, that they might have had a hard time like leaving the house. They might just work from home or something, just like work a lot. But this 4 energy, seeing 3 4s like this, 4 is sluggish, 4 does not move. 4 is like plant the house, plant the garden, and it's like, you know, you're there. It's where you're gonna live until you die kind of thing. And there's 4 of these here, and it's even showing up for your advice, Aries, on what you can do to be more attractive to this person. And I'm hearing it's like this firm foundation. It's almost saying, it's like, I'm not saying turn your back on them, but to show them that you actually have to turn your back on certain things, that you're focused on these long cycles, like what destiny is, and going the complete route with somebody, because that's a complete cycle. And also, just that you have roots. Like, this is somebody with a strong back. This is somebody that is like could be another person's rock, you know, somebody that maybe wouldn't just turn away after making a commitment, and showing up like these 3 4s here with the patience and planning. And this is also another Pentacles energy. This one's kind of like, it's similar to the 4 of Pentacles It doesn't look anything like it, but this is somebody that is focused on base chakra. So I'm hearing anything you can do focusing on base chakra, anything that you already do is making you look very attractive there. But this is also somebody that takes the time to save their money and plan their estate and make sure that, you know, their house is secure and that, you know, they have something beautiful that they can live in and that they can feel good about, that they put the patience into something, and, you know, that they're in control of their own destiny. What do you think, Aries? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments section what you think and if it resonated. Hopefully it helped. I would like to invite you to hit me up at artoflove.me if you would like a personal reading with just your private information, and definitely appreciate your thumbs ups and your subscriptions when you like my channel. So thanks for hitting me up like that, and take care. We'll catch you again soon when we're back for another one. Okay, Aries? Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.